Good morning, everyone. It is this talk for Wednesday, the 23rd of September. We continue looking at the book of Esther. We're now in chapter 3. Yesterday was chapter 2. And in chapter 3, we are introduced to a new man, a new principal player, and his name is Haman. He is an Amalekite. And the Amalekites have always been mortal enemies of the Jews. And throughout the Old Testament, it's almost as if the Amalekites have one purpose in mind, and that is to destroy the Jews. And the Jews must remain faithful to God and to somehow remain that remnant that can survive, and through them come the Messiah to save the world. And the Amalekites are out there to stop that. It's a very dramatic way of describing it, but it's kind of the way the Amalekites work. They attacked the Jews vehemently in the Exodus, and that's our introduction to the Amalekites, and those attacks against the Jews continued. So Haman is an Amalekite. The king appoints him to a very high position, and Haman begins to flaunt his privilege, and he realizes that a certain man, Mordecai, the uncle of the queen, Esther, is not going to bow the knee to a man. And that's an important lesson for us as Christians. Mordecai was, of course, a Jew, but he worshipped God. He was not going to bow the knee and worship another human being. And we as Christians are called upon to do the same. We do not sell our souls to a political party or to something else. We only give our lives as a living sacrifice to the Lord Jesus Christ. And so Mordecai does what is right, but it gets him into trouble. It is reported to Haman. Mordecai does not bow the knee to him. Haman gets furious, and when he realizes that Mordecai is a Jew, he's got every excuse that he wants to set out. And he sets out not to kill only Mordecai, the Jew. He decides, so here's an example of how the Amalekites are thinking. He sets out to destroy every single living Jew, men, women, children, absolutely everything. And so he hatches a plot, goes to the king, and he sells a xenophobic story. And again, the learning for us is that xenophobia is a powerful emotion, and we must never, ever entertain it. Because the king is shown as being actually a rather weak king. Ultimately, he has all the power he wants and all the money he wants, but he's weak. He simply listens to what his advisors give him and tell him, and Haman is an advisor. So he says to Haman, he doesn't even ask who these people are. He says, well, if you want to kill them, that's fine, you can kill them. You can go and wipe out an entire people group. And so Haman hatches the plot. And when the edict is issued, all the Jews are in absolute turmoil. And that's where we come to an end. Tune in next day, tomorrow, for the next exciting installment. How does Mordecai respond to what is a death sentence to him and all the other Jews? How would you and I respond, and how do we maintain our faith in such an awful situation? Folks, have a wonderful day.